A student paramedic has shared photos of her face covered in blood after a patient she was trying to help looked her straight in the eyes and spat in her face. Gemma Lee Southcott was treating and assessing an injured man outside in the pouring rain when he turned on her. She managed to keep her cool and stepped back, using a disinfectant wipe to wipe her lips and eyes. She didn't have a mirror, so used her phone to take a photo of her face to see where else the blood was. The man was arrested, but they still had to take him to hospital for treatment. While she was there, Gemma, who had only just returned from maternity leave, checked herself in and started 6 months of tests to see if she had caught anything from the horrific incident. Speaking to the Mirror Online, she said, "I went to the bathroom where I scrubbed my face until my skin was almost raw. I had a little cry and phoned my husband." Gemma with her daughter, image Gemma Lee Southcott, Facebook. "There were a whole range of emotions really. I was so shocked and felt completely violated. As I was wiping the blood off my face I felt a little sick thinking about the possibility of contracting something after such a violent, degrading assault." Quote, "But despite what had happened, 34-year-old Gemma, who lives in Devon and works for the Southwestern Ambulance Service, decided to carry on with her shift once she had the initial tests. She didn't want to go home early and wake up her family, but she also knew she needed the support of her co-workers. By staying at work I had so many friends around me offering support, tea, cake and hugs. I'm so glad I did stay." We attended another incident later and it reminded me why we do this job. After the incident I had 4 days off and it was during this time that I seriously considered if this was the job for me. It was a shocking incident. Image Gemma Lee Southcott, Facebook. "I had recently returned to work after maternity leave and it had been tough. I wasn't constantly at home to look after my baby. I was looking after people that would do this to me. It didn't feel right. However, I decided that I wouldn't let this incident destroy me or ruin the job I have done for 13 years. It's the job I love and the job I will continue to do. I will continue to treat everyone with care, respect and to the best of my ability, no matter the race, religion or lifestyle choices, because that's what we do. My husband and family would have supported me whatever decision I'd made, but I know they're proud of me for staying." The next day she went for blood tests and booster jabs, and for the next 6 months she had to have regular tests to check if she had caught anything, and she was constantly worrying about it. She said, "The risk of contracting anything was extremely low, but the risk was still there, always niggling at the back of my mind." A year after the incident, Gemma shared her story with friends and family on social media, and her message has been liked and shared thousands of times. Gemma saw the blood straight away on her jacket. Image Gemma Lee Southcott, Facebook. "She's been inundated with messages of praise and support, but she's also had some negative comments. She said, "There have been a few comments on my post saying that I should be used to a bit of blood splatter. Well, yes, I am very used to blood. We are often covered in it. It's different when it's purposefully spat at your face though. That will never be acceptable behavior. Nobody should ever be subjected to that." The photos were used as part of the prosecution of the man, and Gemma had to speak in court. She said, "Court was tough. The patient failed to attend but his lawyer was savage. I cried. The security guard and my crewmate that night also attended court and they were amazing." Image Gemma Lee Southcott, Facebook. With the help of the police, the patient was given an 8-week prison sentence and was ordered to pay a £200 fine, of which I have received £9.60. Gemma's post in full a year ago today. This happened Working on a rainy, windy night shift, a patient spat blood in my face. He was outside in the rain and I was trying to look after him. During my assessment he looked me in the eyes and spat in my face. I knew it was blood instantly because I could see it on my coat. I stepped away from the patient. My crewmate was on the radio requesting the police, and a security guard that had been helping us kept an eye on the patient. In the ambulance I used a disinfectant wipe on my lips and around my eyes because I had felt the blood land there. As we don't have a mirror in the vehicle, I took a picture with my phone to see if there was any more blood on my face. That picture would later be used as evidence in court. The police arrived and the patient was arrested. He needed to attend hospital, so my colleague took over the patient's care as I didn't want to get close to him again. I drove us to hospital and the patient was booked in and his injuries were assessed and treated. She's been doing the job for 13 years. Image Getty. I then booked myself in. I had bloods taken, then went to the bathroom where I scrubbed my face until my skin was almost raw. I had a little cry and phoned my husband. The police took my statement while we were still in the hospital and took a copy of the photo I had taken earlier. I returned to the ambulance station and one of my friends gave me some clean uniform to wear as my shirt had blood on it. I reapplied my face and reported the incident appropriately. Work were great and supportive and said I could go home, but I didn't want to wake the house, so I finished my shift. In the morning I had an appointment first thing with occupational health where I had further bloods taken, and due to the lifestyle of the patient I had hepatitis booster jabs. I would have to have further bloods taken for the next 6 months to make sure I hadn't contracted anything. Court was tough. The patient failed to attend but his lawyer was savage. I cried. Gemma loves her job and refused to quit. Stock image. Image Getty. The security guard and my crewmate that night also attended court and they were amazing. With the help of the police, the patient was given an 8-week prison sentence and was ordered to pay a £200 fine, of which I have received £9.60. After the incident I had 4 days off, allocated rest days, and it was during this time that I seriously considered if this was the job for me. I had recently returned to work after maternity leave and it had been tough. I wasn't constantly at home to look after my baby. I was looking after people that would do this to me. It didn't feel right. However, I decided that I wouldn't let this incident destroy me or ruin the job I have done for 13 years. It's the job I love and the job I will continue to do. I will continue to treat everyone with care, respect and to the best of my ability, no matter the race, religion or lifestyle choices, because that's what we do. Love my Ambo family. We don't deserve this.